So what exactly are promises in JavaScript? Well, think of them like real-life promises. When you make a promise to someone, you're saying, I will do this thing for you. And when it's done, I'll let you know if I did it successfully or if something went wrong. JavaScript promises work in a very similar way. They are objects that represent a future value or an event that will happen later. Let's imagine you're making a promise to your dog. Let's call him Sparky. You promise Sparky a yummy treat. You say, Sparky, I promise to give you a treat soon. In JavaScript, a promise starts in a state called pending. This means the promise hasn't been kept or broken yet. It's like Sparky waiting patiently for his treat. Right now, Sparky is in a pending state. He knows a treat is coming, but he hasn't received it yet. He's just waiting, full of hope. Your JavaScript code also waits in a pending state when it's waiting for something to happen, like fetching information from the internet. Now, if everything goes well and the promise is kept, we say the promise is resolved or fulfilled. This is the happy path. Hooray! You give Sparky the treat, and he munches it happily. Your promise is now resolved. In JavaScript, when a promise resolves, it means the task it was waiting for has completed successfully, and it gives you back the result. After a promise is resolved, we often want to do something with the result. In JavaScript, we use something called the then method to say, then, after the promise is resolved, do this next thing. So after Sparky gets his treat, the promise is resolved. Then he might do a happy dance or curl up for a nap. The then method lets your code react when the promise is successful, telling it what to do with the good outcome. But what happens if something goes wrong? Sometimes a promise can't be kept. In JavaScript, we call this state rejected. This is the less happy path. Oh no, what if you promised Sparky a treat, but then you realized you ran out of treats? Your promise to Sparky is now rejected. In JavaScript, a promise gets rejected when an error happens or the task fails. Just like we use then for success, we use something called the catch method to handle when a promise is rejected. It's how your code catches any errors that might happen. When Sparky's treat promise is rejected, he might make a sad puppy face. The catch method lets your code catch that sadness or error and do something about it, like showing an error message to the user or trying something else. So let's put it all together. A promise in JavaScript has three main states: pending, waiting, resolved, success, or rejected, failure. When a promise is resolved, you use then to handle the good outcome. When a promise is rejected, you use catch to handle the error. It's like having a plan for both when things go right and when they go wrong. Let's try a very simple real-world example in JavaScript. Imagine you want to load a picture of Sparky on a website. Loading a picture takes a little bit of time, so JavaScript uses a promise for it. You'd make a promise to load Sparky's picture. While it's loading, the promise is pending. If it loads successfully, it's resolved, and then you can display the picture. If there's a problem loading it, it's rejected, and you catch the error and show a message like, sorry, Sparky's picture couldn't load. And that's a basic introduction to JavaScript promises. They might seem a little tricky at first, but with our dog stories, I hope it's clearer now. Promises are super important because they help your JavaScript code handle things that take time, like getting data from the internet or waiting for a file to load, without making your whole program freeze up. They ensure your application stays responsive and smooth for users. Keep practicing, and soon you'll be using promises like a pro. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more fun JavaScript explanations.